Is this going to help our FCAT test scores go up? What do you think?
I would say absolutely, because I mean, when we do our FCAT practice, our reading practices, we're reading passages, we're looking at questions, we're going back to the passage to find where those answers are located. Like Justin said, reference and research, details and facts, author's purpose. And a lot of your questions have to do with why is this character feeling this way? Why does the author, look at this character in this light? And you're talking about author's purpose, you talk about tone, we talk about details and facts, and then you have to infer certain answers. So we do that with our FCAT practice. And as time goes on, the FCAT practice gets redundant and it's repetitive and it's monotonous and it's boring, and the kids expect that. But what they don't know when we play Cranium CoRE is they're doing the exact same thing, they just don't realize it. And they're
Sure.
getting those skills, and they're finding those answers, and they are researching, and they're successful. But it's not directly on paper. It's interactive, it's technology, and it's different, so they look at it differently. Whereas it's not just print and okay, here's your question on paper and go back and find it. But I think that all is in correlation with each other. And once they continue that practice and they are successful in their own eyes, they will be more successful when it comes time for those tests.
I agree with Julie 100%. It's it's all the same skills. Um, it's words and phrases in context. It's details and facts. It's reference and research. It's the same thing that we do when, as a ninth grade team, we decide we're going to use this article from Newsweek, and we're going to write a set of questions from this article from Newsweek that mirror the FCAT skills. And as a class opener or a class warm up, they're going to go through. By the time we get to January, February, the kids are bored of that worksheet format. There are kids in my class that see the FCAT as a self-fulfilling prophecy, and they've never done well on it. And now they're maybe struggling on the reading selections that we give them in class. And so when we do our FCAT practice, the level of effort that they give, maybe 50%, maybe 40%, because they're thinking to themselves, this is FCAT. I don't do well on this. Why even try? Then you introduce in Cranium CoRE, and they're using all those same skills. They had to do the reading the night before. Maybe even I give them time in class, 20 minutes. So, all right, guys, read, from this page to this page, and then we're going to go through these questions, with the game. They're using, it's all the same skill set, only it's not that same old tired, for like tired format that we, sometimes we overkill them on. My first hour class, they used it with the last shot, specifically vocabulary. It helped them with vocabulary so much. There were vocabulary questions. It helped them with inference skills. They had to, what do they think about the motivations of why a character would do something? And it's in the text, but it's not directly stated like we talked about. They have to go in, they have to read, they have to use their inference skills and find it. And all of that skill set over and over and over again is what we ask them to do on the FCAT. The difference is it looks different. And so some of those kids that say, oh, this is FCAT, I don't do well on FCAT, or this is FCAT, I've always gotten a 5, so I'm not even going to worry about it, who may
Sure.
go half speed on the worksheet, go full speed on this. And so they are sharpening those skills.